everybody, it's Shari Nicole. Welcome back to my channel. I am back with a video, of course, but this time something completely different than what I've ever recorded before. This is not business related, not notary related, not hair related. It is about gardening and growing your own food, to be specific. So this is something that I've kind of always wanted to do, and it went along with the line of me having my own land out in the country somewhere. So until that happens, I'm going to still grow my own food, start that process now, because time waits on no one. So why wait? Especially in the time that we're in now, with this whole jab and being shoved down people's throats, and that was a wasp. Yeah, with everyone being like controlled in a way. In instances where New York is like, you know, if you don't show proof of this, then you're not going to be allowed in. So if one state can say that, how far are we from many more states saying that, or taking it further and saying, if you don't have this, then you can't come into the grocery store? Because at the end of the day, whether you want to believe it or not, your beliefs doesn't negate facts, doesn't negate what will happen and what is happening. Whether you decide to see it and realize it or turn a blind eye to it, that's your business, and that's on you. But the goal is to have one world order, one world government, period. Whether you want to believe that or not, whether you like that or not, that's what's going to be the result of life someday. And you can just look at how things are going and have gone to see how plans and agendas are leading up to that goal. And if 2020 and this whole stuff that's still going on now hasn't taught you anything, hasn't opened your eyes to anything, I feel for you. Yeah. So with that being said, I believe it is wise to know how to grow your own food, to not be reliant upon grocery stores or anybody else to feed you and your family. Now, I follow a few people. Well, I just recently discovered them through my search of seeing what I wanted to grow, what is simple to grow in containers, like starting out in containers instead of in the ground. I discovered a few people. One person in particular is from my home state. It's a husband and wife team. Their page is called, I think it's Lead Farmer 13 or something like that. If you search them here on YouTube, you'll be able to find all his stuff. And then because YouTube and algorithms, you'll be able to find other people like his channel. And there's it's like two more black couples that I follow that are farmers, and they grow their own food, raise their own food, so chickens, quails, different animals of that nature. So I am in zone 8B out here in the southern central Texas part. Not really the desert, but definitely not the coast. So it's like a mix. So to find out your zone, you need to Google your state plus zone, gardening zone, or just zone. The internet know when you talking about zone. They know what you mean. You're looking for gardening zone. So that's the first thing you would want to do, and then decide what you want to grow, or you might want to decide what you want to grow before you find out your zone. Either way, those are like the first major steps in gardening, in growing your food. I have chosen to grow some okra. They included this little freebie in here. I don't really know what this is, but it's like some kind of leafy green vegetable, but it's called tatsoi or tatsoi. Then we have the bush beans, which are supposed to be bush beans. I was thinking lima beans, but no. And then the little finger carrots, then my Brussels sprouts, and then banana peppers. Now most of these are cool season crops. I did order from another lady. So this one all came from a lady here in San Antonio. Her page is the Okra Lady LLC. So you can find her shop on Etsy and buy from her. So all of these seeds cost me 15 bucks total. And then I ordered from another lady. I think it was like God's Gardener or something like that. She still ain't sent me the seeds, and I'm like, what's the hold up? So this video right here was supposed to be me planting my stuff, but that's gonna be the next video. This one is just talking about and telling y'all that I've decided to grow my own stuff, and the videos that you're going to be seeing now are also going to be gardening related. This is my herbal reset tea from Earth Mama Medicine. Lots of great stuff in it. Google her website. It's earthmamamedicine.com, and you can see the benefits of her herbal reset tea. Birds a little too close. So the seeds that I ordered from the other lady's site was called a fall garden set, and I know it had lima beans in it. It had some celery, some lettuce, some broccoli, kale. It had some other stuff in it. I forgot, but it was like 10 different seeds, and she had it on sale for like 20 bucks. So I'm all about catching them sales. Some people just be overcharging. But the next video, that's when I'll show y'all all my supplies and hopefully have all my seeds by then and can actually start planting some. But moving along, other than actual food, you can grow your own medicine, so your medicinal herbs, echinacea, calendula, one of them. And a whole bunch of other stuff, as well as plants or flowers that are going to deter pests, because I'm in a lot of gardening and farmers Facebook groups, and people who be growing tomatoes always be talking about those hornworms. Don't Google it. It's nasty. So I'm not growing tomatoes. Partly because I don't eat tomatoes like that, but definitely because I don't want to deal with hornworms. It's just, no, it's nasty. So you have to basically do your research on what can be grown together and what you need to grow to deter whatever kind of pest that can be found in your zone or that will be attracted to your crops. And one great website that I found is called garden8.com. I literally just found it, and it tells you your zone, and it tells you plants that are compatible. Let me pull up the site now. Yeah, it tells you when to plant the seeds, what month. It talks about if it's easy to grow or not, where to grow, how far down should you plant the seed, how far apart to space your plants, when to harvest it. So harvesting means to actually pick. That means the plant already grew. So if you're growing okra, that means your okra already is ready to be picked. So that's what harvest means. I'm learning a lot of terms too. And then it also tells you, like I said, what it's compatible with or what it can grow beside. And it also tells you what to avoid growing your seed close to. So like for instance with carrots can be grown beside onions, leeks, lettuce, sage, peas, radishes, tomatoes, beans, celery, and rosemary. But it cannot be grown next to parsnips, beetroot, dill, brassicas. So that's like your Brussels sprouts, your broccoli, kale, and fennel. It can't be grown next to fennel. And then it goes on to just, give you some culinary hints when cooking and eating it. It tells you how long it takes to break through the soil to start getting those first leaves. So that is garden8.com. I will leave that in the description box below. And then once you find out what you want to grow, then you need to go ahead and buy those seeds or seedlings or a tree. So the seeds, of course, are these. Seedlings are a tree basically. So if I plant these and it starts sprouting through the soil, just the green leafy parts, that's a seedling. And you usually can find those sold at the grocery store or Home Depot or something. And then the actual tree is one that already has produced fruit, aka the crop. So those are easier to produce more fruit because it's already went through that stage. And like I said, with the climate that we're in, some stuff you might want to go ahead and purchase the seedlings instead of starting from scratch with seeds. And definitely you want to purchase that tree. There's like some fruits and stuff I want to grow, like some cherries, some strawberries, blueberries. I may grow some kiwi, I don't know, and some other fruits. And then you want to buy your supplies. So you need to find out what kind of potting mix it needs, if it needs, or what kind of fertilizer you want to use, lime, stuff like that. What kind of containers you want to plant your stuff in. I got the raised bed one. You will see it in the next video, like I said. If you already live on if you already got your land or you live in a place where you can buy these things, then the following things I'm about to list, then go ahead and do so. So that's your quails, your chickens. And the lead farmer said he is raising his own catfish. Watch his page to find out all about how you can create your own irrigation system and grow your own fish. Yeah, and your mini pond and all of that. And I already told y'all why I'm doing this and why I think everybody should do this. And he even mentions on his page that even if you don't eat something like me and them tomatoes, still grow it because somebody in your household could eat it, or you can help your neighbors if need be. But I definitely agree with what he's saying, but I ain't growing no tomatoes, not no time soon, because I don't want, my whole thing is why I chose what I'm growing is because I don't want to I actually eat this stuff. I don't want to grow anything that I feel will go to waste, because it's bad enough when you buy something from the grocery store and you waste it, but to actually grow something, put in the labor to grow something and then not eat it. I think that hurts a little more. But yeah, y'all, so this is just basically it. You can look at the Farmer's Almanac. You can Google that as well. Like I said, there's plenty of people here on YouTube that I'm finding more of, especially Black people love it, that are farmers. I don't know, I just love watching that stuff. I love watching it. And then I'm gonna be even more excited to get my hands dirty and get in here and then start seeing the fruits of my labor of growing. And I'm sure there's a lot of life lessons that I would see in the earth, you know, because it reflects, it mirrors human life. Yeah, so as I do all this stuff, y'all gonna learn more about me, and how I think. If you haven't already got it, then you're definitely gonna learn it now through these videos. So anyway, y'all, box below to discuss if you're planning, if you're gardening anything, if you've already been a gardener, if you're a farmer, and what things would you like to grow? What things would you or don't have any interest in growing, and why? But thank y'all for watching this video. Stay tuned for the next video when I'm actually getting my hands dirty and starting to plant my seeds, which will be very soon. Until then,